everybody, and welcome back to my pregnancy updates. This video is going to be my updates from week 8 through week 14. I have it all wrote down here on my little notebook, so let's just jump right in because there's a few things that have happened and changed since I spoke to you guys last. So my sickness has been ongoing. I'm still sick all the time. I find that I'm best in the mornings, and then by the time nighttime comes, I am so sick. So I definitely have it worse at night. I'm still on Dialectin and my Renadine, and it seems to, take the edge off as such, but I'm still very sick. And I figure I'm going to be sick up until, I'd say probably close to halfway through. I know on my first baby, I was sick until 18 weeks before I had any kind of relief, so I'm sure I'm probably looking at the same thing for this one as well. When I hit 9 weeks, I started actually throwing up. From when I first started getting morning sickness at about like 5 weeks-ish, I've always been sick and felt nauseous, but I never actually got physically sick. And so at 9 weeks, as soon as the day I woke up at 9 weeks pregnant, that was the worst it was. I think that was when I was kind of like peaking with the morning sickness, and it kind of slowly went back down again. So now at 14 weeks, it's mostly evening, like I said. Headaches, I get off and on headaches, or nothing like too serious, but I have been noticing that I'm getting a few headaches here and there. But my boobs don't hurt anymore. I know that was like one of my first symptoms that made me think, hey, yeah, you might be with child. My boobs were just so sore and they felt so heavy, and I don't have that anymore, thank God. I feel slight flutters. I don't feel like any big movements or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's just literally just slight little flutters, and I think where I've already been through pregnancy once, I kind of know what to look for as such, and so I do feel every now and then slight little flutters, but nothing crazy. At my 10-week doctor's appointment, we did find the heartbeat. She didn't tell me what the beats per minute were at that appointment, so I'm not exactly sure technically what the heart rate was at 10 weeks, but we did find the heartbeat. And I actually went, after I had that doctor's appointment and she found the heartbeat herself, my doctor, I went ahead and picked myself up one of these majiggers. And it's a pocket fetal Doppler, and it just looks like this, and it's got a little wand and a power button right there, and there's 3 different settings on this one that I have here, and I find it really nice because it does put your mind at ease if you're ever wondering, hey, how's the little one doing in there, let's see if we can find their heartbeat. I don't use it a whole lot, just every now and then, because I don't want to, overuse it or anything. But I think it's a great purchase to keep your mind at ease if you're one of those moms that's like, wondering, how's the baby doing in there, as I'm sure we all are. So yeah, everything went good at my ultrasound. I had an ultrasound to date my pregnancy, and that was at 11 weeks, and I was measuring spot on for my dates with my last menstrual cycle. And so my due date is going to stay at March 10th. So everything was great there at that one. Baby was very active and had all of its parts, and there was only one baby in there, so that was good. Let's see now. I had a doctor's appointment today. Oh, first, wait, now I'm going to show you the ultrasound picture. I meant to do that. So this is the picture we got from the ultrasound. And there's little one in there. So that was great. And like I said, they were very, very active. Or he or she was very, very active. And so, yeah, that was at 11 weeks, 2 days. So, yeah, I had a doctor's appointment today. At my doctor's appointment today, everything was pretty routine, pretty quick, in and out. She measured my belly, or she felt around just to see if she could feel any kind of bump or anything, and she said you do have a small bump there. So my uterus is growing the way it should, which is great. She took my weight as per routine, and then she listened for the heartbeat, and she found the heartbeat again today. And today I'm actually 14 weeks and 3 days. So yeah, she found the heartbeat today, and she measured it at 144 beats per minute. So all's well. I have another appointment for an ultrasound on October the 19th, and this is going to be my 19-20 week ultrasound where they check to make sure everything is, everything's growing right, everything looks right, and check for, abnormalities, like, it's the big anatomy scan. So that'll be exciting. We're actually going to find out if it's a boy or a girl this time. Last time when I was pregnant on my son, they wouldn't tell you here what you were having. You actually had to drive 5 hours away to a city and go into a private clinic, and they would do an ultrasound. You'd pay all kinds of money, and they would tell you what you were having. So I didn't do that with my son, but they tell you here now in my hometown what you're having, which is nice. So we're gonna find out what we're having this time around. So that'll be really exciting. So yeah, that's all I really had to update on for right now when it comes to the pregnancy as such. There's a couple of things I wanted to show you guys. The first thing is, I'm sure everybody and their dog has heard of bio oil. And this is what I use. I put this on my belly every day, and I find that it definitely, I didn't put it on so much when I was pregnant with my son, which I should have, but I found afterwards it really helped to diminish the appearance of the stretch marks, and they weren't so bright. So I've been using this every day, and I'm hoping that it's going to help prevent any new stretch marks from coming this time around, but I'm sure they probably will anyway, but hopefully this will help. And the other thing I wanted to mention is this book. So I had a subscription to what's called Bump boxes. I'm sure you probably have all have heard of them. They're a monthly or semi-monthly subscription service, and they send you a bump box. And within the bump box are all kinds of different products geared towards your due date and what you might need at this point in your pregnancy. So I got my bump box come at the end of August, and this is one of the things that were in the box. And I have to tell you that I recommend this to any expectant mother. It is so funny, it's such a good read, and it's an easy read, and the stories in it they're just hilarious. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there if anybody is looking for a good read and something relatable as to what you're going through right now. Definitely try to see if you can find this little guy, because funny. So that's all for that. I will measure my belly now, and we will see what we're working with now. I think I was 36 inches before, so we'll see what we're working with now. So this is my belly now. Sorry if you can hear the dogs outside, they're barking. So this is my 14-week baby bump. And we're going to measure now and see what we're at. So it looks like we're at 39. So it's telling me we grew 3 inches. So yeah. So yeah, that is my baby bump for 14 weeks. It says that we have gone up 3 inches, which is probably not hard to believe because I have put on a little bit of weight since I've kind of had my appetite back as such. I find that I snack through it the whole entire day, and it's the only way to keep my nausea at bay is just to constantly be snacking on something. So I'm guessing that's probably why I did gain a little bit of weight in the first trimester. So we'll see how it goes as we progress. So anyway, that's my update now for 8 to 14 weeks, and I will try to update now again next week There's not really much going on, so I don't want to bore you with nothing. But if there's anything to update on, I will update, and if not, I'll just wait until there is something to update on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.